Hi, everyone. Welcome back into My Chamber TV, the heartbeat of your community. I'm your host, Barbara Marville Kelly, and with me is Dan Sullivan to open the show. We're going to have a great show today.
Yes.
Dan is executive director for a very, very fast-growing chamber, the Trinity Odessa. And every time I see you, I have to say congratulations because you just keep climbing leaps and bounds. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's been a tremendous year and a half for us. When we first came on, we had just gotten started, so
I want to
it's
talk
exciting.
about that. In case you're just new tuning in, Dan, when did you start Trinity Odessa?
It was February 2014, so we were brand new. That area is getting ready to grow and explode, so we saw an opportunity and we found out from the businesses this was something they wanted, so we went after it. And here we are a year and a half later. We just celebrated our banquet at our year and a half mark. And we had 310 guests at our banquet. Phenomenal night we did at the Verizon Event Center. And we got to celebrate our members and some of the community leaders that have done a tremendous job for us as well as the community. We just hit, today we're at 379 in our membership.
Gosh, in that short amount of time.
Wow. Each time we set a goal, we keep having to expand the goal because we keep hitting the goal and it keeps growing.
Well, what do you think it is? What are the key elements for Trinity Odessa? We were just talking a little bit about that before the show.
Well, one of the things we were talking about is communication. Mm-hmm. It's key to communicate, and it's difficult when you have 379 members to communicate to all of them. Sure. So technology is very important, but one of the things that we've learned is just go out and visit them. Before I came here, I actually visited 3 members on my way here. I stop in, say hello, see what's going on, let them know that they're important. We don't get to do it enough, but it's important. So usually I ask each of the staff members once a week to go out and visit the members so that we can stay in touch and learn, and we can tell them about what we're doing because sometimes they don't read the emails because they're so busy. One of the things we do is we produce postcards. We do about 500 postcards each month with our 2 main events, and we actually go out and invite members and non-members to come to our event. So it's that one-to-one contact that seems to be working out really well because as we are getting very vast in our technology, we're starting to lose that personal touch.
We were just talking about that before the show about how to communicate better when so many things they kind of slip through the crack when it comes to emails. Like you say, not everybody's reading all their emails, and they just kind of blow them off. And then we were just saying, how do we text someone? Do we Facebook? What is the best way? Because there is so many means of communication. Yeah. But we did both agree that there's nothing like the good old-fashioned handshake, physically calling on a business or a customer or what have you, and the good old-fashioned phone call. What was your ratio that you said?
Well, we had called a couple of weeks ago 25 of our members. We were trying to get them involved in something, and it was something we had sent an email out to the masses and heard no response. So we decided to pick up the phone and start calling them. And out of 20, we got 20 to respond. So we're like, wait a minute, maybe we need to go back to phone calls because we've been doing the emails and Facebook and, people's phones aren't ringing as much as they used to. So it's important, I think, to go back and use whatever technology and communication that's at your fingertips that works.
Yeah, I just have to agree with you. I feel so much better when I can talk with someone and make that connection, and even more so when you can meet somebody face to face and you just have that body language. You can kind of get a feel for who they are and how you resonate with them and how you can move forward in doing business. Well, you guys have really done all that and more in such a very short amount of time. This magazine that you brought
is
something you're very proud of.
I am. Traditionally, chambers have done an incredible job of communicating business to business. And I had seen a disconnect, and I was trying to figure out how do we connect our businesses to the community. And that's actually our tagline, trying to connect the business and the commerce together. So instead of doing a traditional directory that we'd print 3,000 to 5,000 of them for the year and distribute those throughout the year, my goal was to get my members in front of the community on a quarterly basis because their information changes. Our members change. We have, unfortunately some businesses go out of business or they move, but then we have so many new businesses that are joining and we want to be able to promote them right away. So every quarter we put out this publication called 2Connect Magazine. On our cover this month we actually have Dulcet Restaurant, which is and Lounge, which is located in downtown Newport Richey. A phenomenal facility. If you have not visited the restaurant, please do so. But in the publication, we also have our directory where we list all of our members each quarter. And it has been such a tremendous resource for our members. And the reason we know this, we started at 40 pages. Here we are in a third issue, and we're at 48 pages. So we've had to increase 8 pages in a short time. And it was because people started calling our businesses out of the directory that they now wanted ads.
See?
So we've had to increase the pages because we had more ads.
So that's really a good thing.
Yes.
And then they have this, right there at the ready. I know there's so many people out there that have different schools of thought. Some
Sure.
people want to do it all electronically. I have to admit, there's a little bit of that from the old school. Maybe old school for me is I do like to get my hands on something and just kind of, put it where I know it is. Maybe I don't have time to zip through it right now. Honestly, quite honestly, I am not a techie. I'll be the first one to admit it. I have better luck in the whole timing scheme of things by picking up something like this or a card to stick on my refrigerator or whatever, because by the time I figure out all this newfangled stuff with the electronics, and then I bounce myself out of the computer, and that causes a lot of stress.
Right.
So I really still do enjoy, the paper goods, even though there's many schools of thought saying, no, we're going to do it this way, we're going to do it that way.
That was kind of my goal when we were coming up with the ideas for this. I'm like, it'd be a lot cheaper if we just did this digitally, but then you have to collect emails. Where this gets delivered every door direct, so we mail this out to 16,000 homes and businesses in the Trinity, Odessa area each quarter, so we know that they're getting it
I was just going to say, they get
Yes.
it, and you don't really know about the whole email thing, and then if it goes to spam and all this crazy stuff.
Yeah, and you don't know if they've looked through it, how long, and once they've opened the email, like a lot of times I'll open an email and it's something I want to read or look at, but that's not the moment I can do it. So then it gets pushed down the email and goes further, where this is around and at any time you can pick it up and look through it.
Exactly.
And we do a lot of great stories about the local community. We have a lot of new people in our area. Pasco County estimates about 10,000 new folks move to Pasco County each year. So there's a lot of new homes being built in our area.
Trinity alone.
Yes.
Trinity alone. At one time I thought about, actually before I came here at Tampa Bay Multimedia, I had dibble-dabbled, thought about doing real estate. I had my real estate license for 33 plus years, and I thought, oh, look at that Trinity. Wow, all these houses going up, and that was my specialty. And then I came here, and so that just flew out the window, that whole idea. But it's so refreshing to see the growth here, especially for Trinity.
Yeah.
I mean, that is amazing.
It's tremendous. We have, they estimate between Little Road and the Parkway, we'll probably see about 12,000 new homes in the next 5 to 10 years.
How exciting is that?
We've got 3 new communities that are developing right now, Starkey Ranch, we have the Bexley Ranch, and then Astoria. 3 large communities that are being built as we speak. So the models are open. People are starting to buy the homes.
Gosh, it's been a long time coming. Oh my goodness, I remember those days, those really good days back in the good real estate days. So it's nice to see that resurgence. What are some of the other things, before we take our break here, what are some of the other things that you feel was really contributory to what you've been doing with your Trinity Odessa?
One of the things with technology, as we do expand into technology, social media has been a great part of our chamber and our growth. We have so many people come to us on a regular basis. They've heard about us through our social media. They go to our website. It's important to have the up-to-date website, have a mobile version of a website. If you look at the trends, a couple of years ago we were 20% mobile, then we were 30, 40. Well, now we're 70% mobile. Most people are looking at our information through mobile devices, and if your website's not geared towards that, they're not going to be able to access it. The other thing that we've done is we partner with ChamberMaster. It's a software company that does Chambers membership software, but it allows our members to put so much information. They can do video, which you guys are excellent at here. They can put photographs. They can put hours of operation. All that information can be shared also right off the website. They can share it by email, text, through social media outlets. And it's putting the information at people's fingertips. That's the key. So I use it all the time. If I'm looking for a member, I have to know where they're located. I can click on the map, it connects to my Google on my phone, and it brings me right to their business. Where in the past, you used to have to copy the address, bring it over to the map, and click it in. So having that up-to-date technology is really making it easy for the public as well as our members to find each other.
Well, it's, I guess you would say, phone friendly.
Yes.
Phone friendly, because that's where everybody lives, is on their phone.
Yes.
Every day. It's just crazy stuff. Well, I'd love to hear the growth. I love to hear the success and in such a short amount of time for Trinity and everything. And I know you've got a lot of really great events coming up.
Yes, we do.
And, I mean, it's just, amazing, all the different happenings in this area. I mean, the whole Pasco County area is just amazing. And with Trinity Odessa having that, I mean, you've really stepped it up and brought everything really beyond the surface when it comes to success, and I'm glad to hear that. We're going to take a brief little time out, and when we come back, we're going to actually talk about many events you have coming, and we'll give you those dates and what they're all about. So stay with us, get a favorite beverage, and we'll be right back after these messages.
This is one bee that loves going to the dentist because it's made for you and me.
My name is Dr. Becerra from New Tampa Pediatric Dental. Providing a comfortable atmosphere in early dental care gives kids a great start for healthy teeth and gums for life.
When I go to Dr. B, they don't do anything to hurt you.
I used to be afraid, but I'm not now.
I'm not afraid of the dentist anymore. I love to see Dr. B. Call New Tampa Pediatric Dental today.
Everyone's story is different, so why be limited to just one or two options? With Norcom's Norflex Home Loan, you're given the flexibility to tell your story. Pick your terms from 8 to 30 years, all while maintaining a low, fixed mortgage rate. You can pay off your loan more quickly or choose a term based on your budget and timeline. Whatever you do with the Norflex Home Loan, make it part of your financial plan. Norflex, short-term, long-term, your terms. Apply online at norcommortgage.com.
Revolutionary in his field, Dr. Bonatti created, perfected, and patented the Bonatti spine procedures. Using his genius, Bonatti invented precise tools necessary to minimize surgery, scarring, anesthesia, and recovery. So successful are the Bonatti spine procedures, they consistently reflect over 94% patient satisfaction. 45,000 successful procedures have been performed exclusively at our location. Nearly half our patients suffer from failed back and neck surgeries at other facilities. Bonatti succeeds where others fail.
Ever need a doctor after hours? Well, searching won't help. But what do? You could go to the urgent care or ER, but if only there was a better way. Introducing the MNO Plus card. No waiting rooms, no copay, no consultation fee, giving you 24/7 access to a doctor by phone or online. It's easy to get started with affordable plans starting at $15 a month for a family of 5. For more information, visit mnoplus.com today.
welcome back in, everyone, to My Chamber TV. I'm your host, Barbara Marvel Kelly. Thanks for joining us once again. We're talking to Dan Sullivan, Executive Director with Trinity Odessa Chamber of Commerce, and they are growing in leaps and bounds. And I love Dan coming on because he really talks of what they've done, really getting into the thick of everything and also getting into the groove of making this whole chamber grow as fast as they have. Now, you were just saying during the break that you're involved with Google doing something now?
Yeah,
another new thing?
Google has approached a lot of the business organizations and chambers, and they've got a movement called Let's Put Your City on the Map. So a lot of people we know are using Google for their search. They're using Google Map to find out where to go. But the businesses aren't on Google. They haven't put themselves on there. So this allows them to actually go in, hit the link, test to type out their business name, see if their business is on there. Then it also is going to make sure that their information is correct. A lot of people's information gets there just because they have a phone number or they've been in business a long time. Google will get that information and put it on there, but it might not be accurate, it might not be up to date. So it'll allow them to correct their hours of operation. They can put photos about their business, the outside of their location.
Wow.
It just allows them to make sure that their information is fresh, because I know with our website, most of the hits that come to our website are coming from Google. I would say about 70 to 75%. So if my information's not correct on there, then they're not going to find me properly.
Exactly.
So it's a great tool. It's a movement that Google's doing throughout the country. The really neat thing is we always hear with Google and Facebook, there's no way to contact them. You send off a request that you need something fixed and you got to wait. The nice thing is they've actually partnered the Florida organizations with a rep, so that if I have a business that has a unique situation, they're not on Google, or we need to correct something and we don't know how, I can actually email this person or call them and try and get that situation resolved. So it's kind of the first time that I've ever had a contact with somebody at Google, which is great because we want to make sure that people's information is correct and accurate.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that makes sense. So this is a fairly new app.
Yeah, basically it's Google's program has always been there. You can always claim it, and it's tied in with Google Plus a little bit. It's just they've tweaked it and moved it around. It's the first time that they're marketing, hey, businesses, go check your information. So that's kind of the, today we just received the case of T-shirts and bags. So we've got all our gear. We're going to be setting up a seminar in the future. We haven't picked our date yet. We're going to partner with Rasmussen College. They have a computer lab. So we can actually bring the businesses that want to learn more into the computer lab and have them check for themselves. And then if they struggle or have questions, we're there to help them.
See, that just makes so much sense to really stay current on the technology for business owners and the like, because I'll tell you, part of me wants to move forward and part of me is still struggling and kind of holding on to those ways. I'm a boomer. What can I say? And you
got to kind of do both. You got to embrace the technology, as we were just discussing Periscope.
I know.
I think of myself as a technology guy, but obviously, I'm fighting. My kids are on Instagram. I'm fighting that, and now Periscope, and I'm like, oh, that's something else I have to learn.
Exactly. And what next? And that Periscope is only like a few months months old.
Yep.
I learned about that through my husband's daughter, and it clicked with me, and I thought, I'm going to challenge myself. And I was able to get in.
I can't believe you're on Periscope before me.
I know, right? Isn't that hysterical?
Yes.
I think
you'll have to teach it to me.
That is really funny. Well, when I bought my iPad, I taught myself how to get on there because I'm really the laughing joke of the family, and the kids go, Mom will never get this. And but with an iPad, I mean, really, you don't really have to have too much here or even common sense. So I hooked it all up. They didn't even know I got the iPad.
I've seen 13-month-olds turn on iPads and watch videos.
My grandson is doing that. He's not even 2 yet.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here, I have to do this. So when I told them I was able to do all that, they'd go, really? You did that without calling us? So anyway, I know there's many of you out there that can relate to all of that, but it's fun. And I mean, really and truly, with the technology that we have today with the FaceTime, I adore, because I can get that FaceTime with my grandson and we act up together and have a lot of fun. So I enjoy all the positive stuff. The stressful things, not so much at all. But you have done a lot of different things in the community. What are some of the other elements that has helped the Trinity Odessa grow?
One of the things, people think that chambers are just business to business, just business oriented. There's another part of chambers. We are a tool for nonprofits in the area to get their message out, because we do have an audience. They come to us to look for sponsors for their events. We help them with partners in the, dealing with the county, dealing with cities. So we're a great resource and tool for these organizations in the area. One of the events that a group has come to us and asked us to partner with is Taste of Trinity. This will be Taste of Trinity 7. Seven Springs Middle School PTSO has put on this event very successfully for the last 6 years. And Chambers, want to get involved in community events so that it fits our mission, connecting commerce and community. So we were able to help them contract with the PTSO to put this event on, and we're very excited. It'll be September 12th. It's at the middle school, and the funds that the PTSO raise actually go back into the school. Recently, they just had to rebuild their media center. They had a washing machine on the second floor that flooded and took out their media center, which is their library, their computers. They lost everything. So they were able to utilize the funds from this fundraiser to help rebuild that media center and give, they call it the hub, and it gives the students a place to go. And the technology that they have is really neat. It's outfitted with Apple computers and iPads, but they also have large monitors where they can actually work on 4 different projects at the same time and collaborate, which is really neat. And they have 2 of those units in the facility. The event will be September 12th, and it's going to be from 11 to 2 at the school. There's going to be food samplings. We have right now over 22 restaurants committed to be there to provide food samples. And also it's a business expo. So businesses in the community that want to get involved, it's very inexpensive. It's only $100 to have a table. And it allows you to come out to promote your business as well as meet in the community.
And you have that in the magazine.
Correct. Yeah, this came out in the last issue's magazine. You can also click on a link on our website at trinityodessa.com. If you're interested in being a vendor, there's a link off of the website that you can sign up to be a vendor. We've got a lot of great support for this. The PTSO is working really hard to put this event together with us. There's going to be a dunk tank. We have 2 cupcake companies coming. Ooh, yes. But a lot of great restaurants and businesses are going to be out there. There will be a lot of fun things for the family to do. We'll also have shows, entertainment. There'll be a karate school doing a demonstration. We'll have Extreme Dance Academy. We'll be doing a demonstration.
Oh, nice.
We're right now working out the details, possibly a jazz band. There's a drum band in the schools. So we're trying to bring in those school music programs to come and show off their skills.
Oh, absolutely. And not only that, bringing in a karate school, a dance academy, that's obviously, they're going to do a demonstration, so it helps to promote their business.
Sure.
You get the entertainment, you get the involvement from everybody. That's fabulous.
Well, and it's neat because you get the students, you get the parents, and the grandparents. So you get to see all 3 generations at one time. And it's a nice community event. It's a fun event. It doesn't take up your whole day, and you get fed at the same time.
Fed at the same time.
Yep.
And I saw your eyes light up when you started talking about those cupcakes. That got my attention, too.
I'm a red velvet cupcake guy.
Are you?
Yep. You ever want to bribe me, bring me a red velvet cupcake.
Who's the cupcake?
It's Delicious and Sugar Darling, so both coming.
Oh, they're both very good.
They're both great.
That'll be fun. So that's coming up. We have a brief little timeout that we're going to take because you have some other activities that are going to be going on in the community. I mean, you are just rocking. You really are. So do we want to do that right now? Go ahead and take that break, come back, and we'll finish talking about the events.
Perfect.
And we'll be right back.
This is one bee that loves going to the dentist because it's made for you and me.
My name is Dr. Becerra from New Tampa Pediatric Dental, providing a comfortable atmosphere in early dental care. Gives kids a great start for healthy teeth and gums for life.
When I go to Dr. B, they don't do anything to hurt you.
I used to be afraid, but I'm not now.
I'm not afraid of the dentist anymore. I love to see Dr. B. Call New Tampa Pediatric Dental today.
Everyone's story is different, so why be limited to just 1 or 2 options? With Norcom's Norflex Home Loan, you're given the flexibility to tell your story. Pick your terms from 8 to 30 years, all while maintaining a low, fixed mortgage rate. You can pay off your loan more quickly or choose a term based on your budget and timeline. Whatever you do with the Norflex Home Loan, make it part of your financial plan. Norflex. Short term, long term, your terms. Apply online at norcommortgage.com.
Revolutionary in his field, Dr. Bonatti created, perfected, and patented the Bonatti spine procedures. Using his genius, Bonatti invented precise tools necessary to minimize surgery, scarring, anesthesia, and recovery. So successful are the Bonatti spine procedures, they consistently reflect over 94% patient satisfaction. 45,000 successful procedures have been performed exclusively at our location. Nearly half our patients suffer from failed back and neck surgeries at other facilities. Bonatti succeeds where others fail.
Ever need a doctor after hours? Well, searching won't help. But what do? You could go to the urgent care or ER, but if only there was a better way. Introducing the MNO Plus card. No waiting rooms, no copay, no consultation fee, giving you 24/7 access to a doctor by phone or online. It's easy to get started with affordable plans starting at $15 a month for a family of 5. For more information, visit mnoplus.com today.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to My Chamber TV, the heartbeat of our community. I'm your host, Barbara Marville Kelly. Thanks for joining us. Dan Sullivan, we have had the honor of Dan the whole show today, Executive Director for Trinity Odessa Chamber of Commerce, and really sharing a lot of the different wonderful things that are going on. In fact, you have so much going on, we had to spill over into the next break. You have Monte Carlo night coming up. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, you know, as I mentioned before, chambers want to get involved in the community, and to offer all the great programs that we want, our membership just doesn't cover the costs to operate the chamber in today's economy. And we try and make our membership affordable for the members. So we have to do other ways to raise funds and bring in the income so that we can offer all these great programs and do the great things that we do. So this is a fundraiser for us. Although we get involved in many fundraisers for other organizations, this is the Chamber's fundraiser, and it's called A Night in Monte Carlo. We actually bring in a casino company, and they have gaming, and it's all for fun. You can't win any prizes, and you can't lose any money
There you go. That's the good part.
Yes. So you get to come out and gamble for fun. It's a great networking opportunity, and we'll have lots of silent auction items. This is being presented by Furman on 54 and 19. They've been a great sponsor for this event, and it's a way for us to bring the community together for a fun night. A lot of times we're having to do things, we're busy with our families. Obviously, we have school, going back to work. So it's a nice way for the parents to get out and have a little fun and enjoy themselves in a safe atmosphere. And this helps us raise funds so that we can do the programs. It's going to be August 28th, so it'll be next Friday. It will be at the Verizon Event Center at Trouble Creek in Little, and it's from 6 to 10. We'll have a cash bar. We'll be having some great food and some gambling and silent auction items.
Silent auction, exactly. Now, is there any admission charge or anything?
Yes, the tickets are available through our website at trinityodessa.com. You can either go to the events calendar, or down at the bottom you can click on the image for Night in Monte Carlo. And the tickets are $60 per person, or if you purchase 2 for a couple, it's $100. And you can do that right through our website, pay by credit card, and then we have you on the RSVP list. So when you come to the event, you tell us your name and we check you in.
That sounds like a fun night.
Yes. Yeah, we did it last year. We had a great time. We had over 150 guests, so we're hoping for a good turnout this year, and we're excited.
Well, good. I'm glad to hear that. And, it just makes sense to do these different fundraisers. And, you get out there, you get it in the magazine, which, by the way, if you haven't had a chance to see this, if you're just tuning in, it's the To Connect magazine. And it's also a directory as well, which I really like that.
It's a great resource. People call us all the time looking for the plumber, looking for a painter. This is a great way for them to go in and see. And most businesses that are going to take the time to join a chamber and be a part of the community are businesses you can trust.
Sure.
I think the count is about 80% of the businesses that join a chamber get a huge benefit from their membership. It's that 80-20 rule. We'd like to, help all businesses, but definitely the exposure in our publication and our website's been very helpful. And, in my chamber experience, when most people call to complain about a business, the reality of it is they're not usually a member. I think once we had an issue where it was a member and we were able to resolve it. So please take a look when you're looking for a product or service or a business. Go to the directory, go to our website. These are businesses that are part of our community and that you can trust.
Exactly. I love the idea of having that directory there. Now, you still have another event coming up.
Yes, we are also helping West Pasco Business Association, a great networking group in the area. They are hosting an event called Bowling for Boobs. It's going to be September 29th, and it'll be at the Langlo Bowling Alley on State Road 54. We were part of it last year. It was really a fun event.
I heard all of it. In fact, we were part of it here with Tampa Bay Multimedia, and last night I was at that at the meeting. And they were talking about that. Another great event, really, and fun.
They actually have most of the teams come with some sort of bra that they decorate. So there's contests for the best team, the most spirited, and we're able to raise money for Making Strides. And they just did a check presentation recently, and it's a fun event. It's not that expensive to get involved. They're looking for teams to bowl a 4. They do sell out, so if you're interested in bowling, please get involved right away. You can go to our events calendar or visit the West Pasco Business Association website, and they're still looking for sponsors and teams.
Yes, and they were saying at the meeting last night that they are filling up pretty fast, but they still have openings and everything.
Well, there's only so many lanes.
I know, right?
Once the lanes are sold, you're pretty much done. You're not able to get in, but they will allow spectators also, so it's a great event. Last year I went as a spectator and had a blast, and there's always opportunity to volunteer, or if you have donations, you want to give prizes, they do a spirit table, both at our Night in Monte Carlo event and the Bowling for Boobs. If you want to donate a bottle of spirit, we use that to raffle off. For $20, you get 30 tickets, and you get a chance to win a table of spirit.
And it's fun.
Yeah.
It's always fun to see people winning. Well, that's great. Anything else you want to share about Trinity Odessa?
Well, we've got a lot, coming to the area. Our hospital recently announced they have expansion. We actually have 2 hospitals that are members in our area that are expanding. We have Medical Center of Trinity, and also Florida Hospital Wesley Chapel has announced that they're expanding. So we have great services, great parks. The hospital facilities are here. We have new shopping centers coming. Publix just broke ground on another plaza in our area. And we have hopes next year to see a groundbreaking for a new mall that would mirror Wiregrass Ranch.
Wow.
We have the Tampa Bay Outlet Mall coming to the Land O'Lakes area. So,
an outlet mall.
yes.
I am so there.
Right there at State Road 56 and 54.
Oh,
so.
that's very close to me,
Yes.
because we're right on the borderline there of Pasco and Pinellas.
Yep.
So you're like right around the corner. But I want to back up a little bit. Sure. You said the Trinity Hospital is already expanding.
Correct.
I thought they just.
Well, both hospitals are 2 years and 3 years old, and they've already saw the need to expand. Both of them had plans maybe 5 years down the road to do these expansions, but the area is growing so rapidly and so strong that these expansions got moved up.
Wow, they're staying with the times.
Yes. And they're both state-of-the-art facilities, so
They are.
It's no better time to move to the Trinity Odessa area. We have a lot of great resources in the area, great schools. School starts on Monday, so please drive safe. All the kids are going back to school.
Yes, absolutely. Well, it's time for us to say goodbye already, but it's I tell you, it's great having you on the show and sharing this growth. And it just, every time Dan's on, there's more growth to talk about. So if you're thinking about moving up this way, you might want to check out the Trinity Odessa Chamber of Commerce and find out what's going on. Get a copy of the magazine to connect. It also has the directory in here with all kinds of businesses. And if you are a business, you may want to get into the next issue and really take advantage of what's happening. You are educating the community as well so that you can get up to snuff on what's happening in social media. I have to laugh at that. I'm really laughing at myself because I'm in the race. Yes. I'm in the race. So maybe I'll come to one of those educational.
Well, you're going to start training us when you come.
Oh, I don't know. On Periscope. There you go.
You can hold our first Periscope class.
There you go. Well, thank you, Dan. It's been great having you again.
It's my pleasure. I always enjoy coming.
And thank you. We'll see you next week, same time, same place. Thanks for being with us today.